Hey everyone, today I'm at Wilderness State Park near Mackinaw City. If you look really hard in the distance behind me, you might see the Mackinaw Bridge. So I'm here for, you guessed it, looking for rocks. So at first glance, what I'm seeing is lots of limestone. Don't know if I'll find many fossils. Too far north for Petoskey stones. I'm seeing a few other little rocks in here that are glacial kind of rocks, not limestone, so that's good. A little bit of variety. Here's one that stands out from the crowd. Little crystals there. Looks like chert mostly. That one's somewhat fossiliferous. Don't really know what that is for sure. If you go out in the water, everything's kind of the same color. No, except that one. But it's got a little bit of sediment on it. It's quite shallow here. And it's a little rough, so I think I'm going to stay closer to shore. I just spotted a chain coral down here. Get that one wet. That's pretty cool. I don't find that many of those, so when I do find one, it's kind of exciting. I was walking along the shore here, but rocks are just really scummy. So I've decided I'm going to walk up here. I usually like looking at the wet rocks, but these are at least clean. I think I just spotted another chain coral here. Oh, that side's much better. It's a nice one. The scientific name of that is Halicites. I hope I'm saying that right. That's a nice one. Another fossil here. I'm guessing that's Charlevoix stone. Or Favicites. I think that's what that is. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like to me. Interesting little fossil. Sparkly little guy. I tell you what it is, but I don't know. It's really pretty here. And I just saw a piece of chert that caught my eye. Doesn't look like it's got real good banding, but it's worth taking to the lake and getting wet. It brings out the color anyhow. There's some subtle bands there. It's a sparkly one. Thin one too. Not sure what that is. Well, the water's a little bit deeper here, and the waves will hit the rocks a little better and keep them clean. It's a little rough to be out in the water and see much, but the rocks along the beach here are much better. That's an interesting looking fossil. I don't know what that is. When I get home, I'm going to soak the chain corals in acid and show you what that does to them. I'm going to try this one too. Really interested to see what happens with it. It might turn out like the chain coral. Might not. We'll see. Time to soak these fossils in acid. I've got my 2 chain corals over there, and then I decided to put this one in also. I don't know what will happen to that, if anything, but we're going to find out. Before you do this acid stuff, make sure you read up on it a little bit and use all the safety precautions. I'm wearing goggles and I've got gloves on. I'm adding the acid to the water and not the other way around. I used to go kind of gentle on this. It seems like you can just add a whole bunch and it's fine. So we'll let those bubble away for a while and come back and check on them later. Okay, these have been in here for like 3 days. I didn't need to be in for 3 days. I just got busy and haven't done anything with them. Looks like that one broke. That one looks really good, except it's got some spots that didn't come out. So let me get these rinsed off. I'll take a closer look at them. All right, here's where we ended up with. This one did not dissolve at all, or at least very, very little. It didn't ruin it, but it didn't turn out any different. This one broke. This stuff's very fragile. And I don't know if it just wasn't connected. You know, it was connected maybe by the matrix and fell apart. But you can see through it. It's kind of fun. And then this one turned out the best, I'd say. Oops, stuff's crumbling off of that one too. Very fragile. But whatever that is, that wasn't limestone and didn't dissolve. So, kind of mixed results, but still fun to do that with these. Here's a colorful one. Granite, I guess, but neat stuff. I actually bent down to pick these 2 up. Got a unikite and epidot right next to each other. Oh, there's another unikite. Really didn't expect that to be here with all this limestone. Rocks are getting better. They're really fun little bays here. So this little round one. On a piece of driftwood. It's big. I don't think it'll fit in my bucket. There's a piece of quartz here that just really stands out. You can see through that one. I see light through it, I guess. For those of you who aren't that familiar with the geography of Michigan, this is Lake Michigan, and I can see the upper peninsula across the water there. I'm in the lower peninsula. Way over there I can see the Mackinaw Bridge, and on the other side of the Mackinaw Bridge would be Lake Huron. Just picked up another piece of quartz. It doesn't have a lot of color, but I just like how translucent it is. I don't know what the best way to show you is. Nope, not that way. You can see quite a bit of light through that. I have a buddy. Another chain coral here. Not as good as the other ones. I'll leave that one behind. Might be part of a shipwreck here. Some big square nails. Oh, the guy's been walking with me for like the last 15-20 minutes. Only about 10 feet away. Just spotted a really pretty piece of quartz. This is just different than the quartz I usually find. I usually don't find it nearly this translucent. It's not a lot of it, but boy, it stands out. There's a Michigan seashell. I guess I should say it's a lake shell. Well, that's neat. I like that stripe right around the middle there. I got her all sliced up. This first slab I should have cut a little bit thicker because there's a dent right there that kind of ruins that first slab, so we'll just set that aside. I think that slab's usable, so we'll come back to that in a second. There's an end cut there, and then this slab has a big crack going right through there. So I was hoping to do something kind of in this area, but I don't think I'll be able to do that with that crack going through there. I could, but it's not ideal. So this is the one I'm left with. Looks fairly good in here. It's very porous up on the top, but I was thinking maybe I'd do something along those lines for a little pendant. This is a glass grinding machine, and what I'm going to do is take my cabochon, I'm going to cut a little groove just in from the back, just in around there. This is a groove bit on there, so it's just sitting up off the table a little bit. I'll just work it around here, and then I can wrap a wire around there when I'm done. That'll be my wire to hang the pendant from. All right, I ran into a little problem that I think I can fix, but I was cutting my groove. This is going to be the front, and I'm cutting the groove around the back here, and I was checking on it, and I noticed that there's a little chip that came out of it right there. I think you can see it. And so what I did is I switched that, and now this is going to be the front, and I'm going to grind that chip out. So I made my groove here. This is a girdle line, so this will be flat from here to the left, and to the right it'll be domed. And I just checked this with a piece of wire. This is the same size as the silver wire I'll use to wrap it. And if that fits flush, then I know I'm in good shape. So let's hope this goes better from here on out. We don't run any more problems. I'm ready to dome this now. I just put a dop stick on here. That's just hot wax and a wooden dowel. So that gives me a handle so I can hold on to this as I'm working it. So I'm just going to run through all these and hopefully dome it and take out that extra groove that shouldn't be there. Well, I guess this just wasn't meant to be because I just chipped it again. Right there. You see, yeah, there it is. It's pretty deep. It's never going to look very good with that in there, so I'll be scrapping this one. But boy, I think that would have looked nice. Oh well. I decided to give it another try. Had to make it a little smaller this time because I was working in between porous areas and cracks and things. But so far no chips. I still have to wire wrap it. It's got a pretty good shine on it. Alright, time to wrap it. So I've got the groove in the side. There's a piece of wire that goes around the groove. You need a couple other pieces of wire and a few tools. I'm not going to show you very many details of this because I'm not very good at it, and I think you'd be better off just looking at the tutorial that I have linked in the description. So I'll look there and just look for a groove wrap tutorial and follow that. There it is, all done. Nice neat wrap because it doesn't hide much of the stone at all. So all you see is stone from the front, well, plus the bail on the top. Hey, depending if you like the beach part of this video or the jewelry part better, I have 2 videos linked here for you, so go watch another one. See you there.